going on? What are you doing?
What's up, man?
What's up? What are you going? Give us some parts?
I'm getting a nut from my motor mount.
I'll give you a ride back because I'm coming to check on some parts too.
Yeah, I was just talking to Steve.
What's
You
he
seen
up
him go
to?
by?
No, he's got like 10 cars that look just like his that all go by. And every one of them is Spanish, Mexican, Puerto Rican, right? He's the only white guy driving one of them things. You notice that?
Yeah. But he likes that. He likes that little ride.
Yeah, he likes that Cadillac
he likes his
living.
big ride, too.
Yeah, the
'Cause
Cadillac.
he fits right in for that little one. He's like squashed in there.
Oh, fuck that, man. That little, he should have put all the money into the big car. The big car, what he should have done with that thing is put dual exhaust on the thing, fix the air conditioner. He would have been happy. Put some big fat fucking tires on the back.
I don't know why he bought that little small car when he could have fixed his big car.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. Got some nice mags and tires for it or something. He's waiting on another 3 more stimulus. That's what he's
my
wants.
God.
That's what he wants.
It's supposed to be what I heard by the sign. control arm is the one that's giving me the hard time.
Yeah.
And which is, oh, I didn't even show you a picture of it either, huh? I want to show you this. This is pictures.
Oh, you took pictures of the job as you're doing it?
Yeah, I take pictures of it. Alright, that's the motor mount. That's the old one.
Yeah, it looked like a real bitch to get out. So you just had to take this cover off and you can get it all that?
No, I cut the cover already. So all I have to do is just put it on and then and tighten it up. See the arm, the control arm?
Yeah.
Alright, I got the nut out. I got this one out. But the bottom one over here, I ain't got out. See what I got?
That's, I don't, they're calling that a control arm, huh?
Yeah, see how it's...
That's a lower A-frame.
See how it's touching the chassis?
Yeah.
Right here? It's bent like this.
So did you get a lower A-frame? That's a lower A-frame that you're pointing at.
Yeah.
Because the control arm is the one that's going to be with your center linking control arms. They're going to be for your steering, going back and forth.
Well, it's a lower control arm, which with that you can't steer the car.
So they're calling them a
See,
control arm. Okay.
it goes into the chassis.
Okay, maybe what it is maybe they changed the name on it. Instead of calling it an A-frame, they call it a control arm now. But it doesn't have any control. The A-frames just go up and down with the springs and the
stabilize it.
Yeah.
So.
Where are you going? Where are you working on this thing anyway?
Otis Ave.
Otis Ave.
Yeah, so that's the only nut. That's the only part that's giving me a hard time. I took the nut out with that little pin, and it's like I keep banging it with the hammer and it won't come out.
But now, if that A-frame is what you're calling a control arm, if that is so bent that you, what's that going to do? How is that going to go?
The car don't. It's like part of lining the car up.
Take a left over here?
You can go straight. It's like, see, like you say right here. See that? That's the part right there.
Yeah.
That's bent like this.
All right. So it's gonna make your wheel go in.
Right. It's gonna make my wheel off balance and everything.
Yeah.
And it makes a noise because it's rubbing the chassis.
Oh shit. Okay.
You see, the chassis runs across it, which that lays on it. Both the arms lay on it, on the inner side, and then the other arm that comes out to the where you put the tire on. So.
I can't wait to see this.
It's fucking weird. Look at how that is.
Wow.
That's the motor mount that I took out. All in pieces.
Wow.
So if it wasn't for Steve would brought the jack over and it helped me out a lot. Because I had to lift the transmission in order to get the motor mount in.
Where's Otis out? Up this way?
Right over there. So if I didn't lift that tranny up, I can't get the motor mount out.
Right.
And I can't, it's a hard time. So as I go along, I take pictures.
So you didn't have to unhook anything to jack up the motor and tranny either?
No,
nothing broke, nothing snapped?
No, just loosen the front motor mount and the back motor mount.
Yeah.
Which is the engine is slanted, so the motor mount for the tranny is on that side, on the left-hand side. So you're gonna go straight right in through that little alley there.
Oh, there's an alley. Oh, this little alley right here?
Yeah, there's an alley over there with what you call it?
After the bar?
No, before that. Before this building right here.
Okay. Yeah, I know that little alley.
Yeah, there's another way to get out and then down that way.
Okay. Yeah, my buddy Dwayne used to live in that gray house right there.
Yeah, that one in the corner. Yeah, you can go through here and cut through there and go out that way, or you can go the other way. There's a lot of ways. There's 1, Two ways.
I have to leave that many ways like, for the cops to get in and out.
Yeah, see right there.
They're
Drive
sneaking out.
Fluids.
Thank you.
Fluids.
There's a lot of cars around here for sale, huh?
Yeah. Alright, now watch out for that.
And where are you parked at?
I'm parked over here. See, you can come in through that side. You come on through the older side and through this way. See how I got look at
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're dangerous living. You're dangerous living, man.
No, I got it well out back. I got 2 jacks on it. And that's not that high, so.
This thing sounds like shit. I gotta check the oil on this fucking thing. So I just did a barter with this guy, one of my uncle's buddies. So I'm gonna replace the radiator in his car. He's already got the radiator, and in return, he's gonna digitally collect some electromagnetic nanocarbon from the system for me. He knows what it's about. I've showed him before. I've offered him work at $10 an hour before. He's never, and he's someone that could use some easy money, and he never took me up on it. So now he's finally gonna take me up on it, so we'll see what happens. So if we do a barter in the next couple of weeks, what I'll do is I'll put together like 3 or 4 hours for him to go ahead and do all the camera work for me on the clouds and shit. And that'll be good, because then anybody coming to my videos, you get a chance to see that everybody can see this. It's everyone. It's not just a me thing. That's what nice things. I do have old videos, but a lot of the shit got erased. It got deleted. I don't know. I don't know. Very conspiratorial. Who knows who does these things? But someone comes into my channel and deletes whatever videos they want to delete. It's been this way since I started the YouTube channel. It's been that way. It's really strange. You know, my channel's got no notoriety. It's not, even though I put everything out publicly, it's not a money channel. It's not a popular channel, obviously. You know, nothing like that. So why would anyone want to fuck with my videos, you know? Then it was the people that I was calling out. I was going back and looking at that, and I'm saying, oh, this is weird. Like, I don't think there's any videos at all left. Maybe a small handful out of 100 and maybe more videos. It depends on what series. In most series, I went up to at least 100 videos, 100 parts to each series. So, what's his name? Matt from Quantum Unconscious. I don't know. They're all gone. The entire Quantum Unconscious series is almost all gone. The Brother Sanchez series, almost all gone. And I'm the one that goes in and renames them, because if I feel like I'm going to get shit from YouTube about the name of the video, because you're not supposed to do that, supposedly. You're not supposed to use other people's names, but I've been using channel names and trying to get away with it. just like I'm doing now with Harold Kotz, but I'll probably get reported a lot, and then if it gets reported, then I don't know, maybe it's YouTube that's deleting your shit, I don't know. But in the past, when I used to fight the fact that my channel was getting stolen, because I used to be that stupid to try to fight the fact that someone else was controlling my channel, it's ridiculous. You waste more fucking time trying to battle it out. You might as well just let whoever wants the channel go ahead and do what you want, you know? And that's the way I've handled it since then, you know, learning my lesson of trying to battle it out. A lot of them have disappeared, though. It is weird how many of those videos got fucked. And then another weird thing that would happen is videos would get scrambled. I'd go back and watch some of my research videos, and I'm like, there's just no way, man. It's too many times and too many coincidences where the research videos all of a sudden look very digital pixely. I don't know how to describe it. You know, they get very large pixels. So we go from nice tight pixels and the imagery is crisp and clear, and then all of a sudden, after it's been up on YouTube for a while, I go back and watch the freaking videos and I'm like, oh my god, it's blurry and the pixels are real large when I'm looking in at the imagery, and I'm like, this is fucked up. Something going on here. It's weird shit. And then I used to always waste time too trying to figure out why did they delete this video, which seems much more important or much more impact, but yet this other video they let slide, you know? And they don't touch it and they don't seem to care about it. It's just weird. You know, they didn't delete it, and it's along with all these other videos that they did delete. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I just gave up on trying to make any rhyme or reason out of it. I'm sure there is, but fuck, just spinning my wheels if I'm trying to figure the shit out. I think I definitely got to put some oil in this fucking car because where are you going? I can't twist this one. I missed that other thing now. I can't put them in the car. I got some new brackets to hold the cameras. And they twist all over the fucking place. It's real nice for changing angles. If I mount it in the car, though, it's too big. It'll take up the whole windshield. It'll go too high up the windshield. I'll get pulled over for sure. I'm surprised I don't get pulled over for this one. I got this big fucking clip always on it. I'm gonna put it down here. this thing at for minutes, anyways? 30. Not too much, you fix your phone, huh? It kept hanging up. Yeah, it kept hanging up for some reason. No, the last few days when I called, when the machine, it goes ring, 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 and then it sounds like the machine's about to pick up, and then it just goes nothing. You don't hear nothing. Yeah, I ran into Gilbert, so he does want to borrow the fork again. I told him I'd leave it on the wall and let you know next time you come by, grab it for him. Parts store. Yeah. Yeah, he's got me really confused because he's calling, I don't know, maybe you could straighten me out on this, I don't know. The lower A-frame and the upper A-frame, do they now call them the control arm? Because he kept doing that to me and I kept saying, oh, you're talking about the A-frame. And he said, no, it's called the control arm. And I kept saying, no, the control arm's down here, control arm center link. The control arm is for your steering linkage and all that shit, and your center link and all that kind of shit. That's why they call it the control arm. The A-frame is bent. The A-frame is bent. And he said he could not get a hold of anybody over at the junkyard. And I said, because he's only open 2 days a week. He's like, he is? He didn't say nothing to me about that. I said, yeah. I said, the body shop's open, the towing is open. But the junkyard part, no, it's only 2, sometimes 3 days a week. I think he's open on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think, or some weird shit. Yeah. Right, right. Yeah. Well, I'm impressed that he got that fucking job done. That was a big job for him. And he said it was easy. He said it was easy. And he said, well, you're a top mechanic. The car probably fucking fell on him. It's on 2 hills. He's got a hill going backwards, a hill going forward, and he's got this tiny fucking jack holding it all. Unbelievable. Yeah, I gave him a ride home, and then I figured I'd look at the car, yeah. He said he had it all propped up. I didn't look. I wasn't going to get under it. Yeah, he's funny. So I don't get it. It looks like a brand new ball joint to me, but he wants to break the ball joint off the A-frame. I guess because he wants to take the A-frame off now and go match it up to get a new one. So that's his next mission. Is he's calling it a control arm, but he's really pointing at the A-frame, and he's showing. Yeah, he's showing me the A-frame is bent, and it is. The lower A-frame is bent. But if the lower one's bent, chances are the top one might be bent too. You're kind of better off just leaving it and doing a front end alignment on it after you put it back together. Really, that's what I would do. If he's already got the ball joint in, but now he can't get the ball joint broken loose, and I said, Stevie said you hammered it and it came off the ball joint. And he said, no, he must have been talking about this thing. But then I look at the ball joint and it's a brand new ball joint. It looks brand new anyway. And I said, no, if you already tightened that ball joint up and you pressed it into the A-frame, and then I started confusing him when I called it an A-frame. I said, what you're calling a control arm? I said, what you're calling a control arm and I'm calling it an A-frame. I said, if you tightened it up and pulled it in, that means you need the fork to take it off without damaging it. Because that's what I think he wants to. I don't know if he's gonna bring that back. He said Balicki's. He didn't buy no. Yeah, he is selling. He was really selling. He's talking about doing the radiator. I was like, oh, I'll look it up. But I don't know about that, man. That's a big fucking. I mean, I'll do it. It was longer than that. It was long. It was an all-day thing. Yeah, it was an all-day affair. Yep. Because you got to take the whole front end off, is why. You got to take the whole entire front end off, and then you got to separate the tranny cooler from the radiator. He's trying to tell me there's two radiators. I said, no, that's a tranny cooler. That's not a radiator. There's no water in there or nothing. So I told him I would barter. I said, I'll barter with you for the labor on that. I said, he's talking like he's going to help me and do the job with me. So I said, fine. I said, if we get it done in like 4 hours, then you owe me 4 hours. If you want to pay me cash, that's fine. But if not, I'll barter with you. Because he was acting like he didn't want to do the barter. And I said, you don't have to. I said, but it's nothing hard. No, he does. No, he does. I told him, I said, all you got to do is point the fucking camera around. I'll show you where to aim the camera. I know. He was rolling his eyes today when I said it. So all you do is I'll show you how to do it. I'll set you up with the box, and all you do is aim the camera everywhere to take. So what if you don't like doing it? It's easy. He's like, I hate doing this mechanical shit. It'd be better than doing that. It's like, yeah, it is. It is better than mechanical shit. I said, but I need another set of eyes. I need your set of eyes to go and look at the images and turn the camera back and forth. You can talk to the camera if you want to or not. It doesn't matter. All you're going to do is you can talk to the camera and say, this dude's a fucking nut job. He's crazy. All I see in the sky is God and space aliens. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I just need another set of eyes to confirm again, over and over again, that, hey, I see it. We all see it. We can see it. We just want to deny it. We like living in our fucking fantasy world. That's all. So it's scary. I gotta tell you, it's scary. Obviously, nobody wants to look at. Most people won't look at anything because of the monetary things, right? And you probably have the same thing in your back of your mind. If you have evidence and I can prove to you, and you're going to go along with the idea that everything we've ever been taught, everything we teach our children is all a lie, right? If there's a if everything was all a fucking lie, then holy fuck, your whole world in the back of your mind, consciously, you won't even think about it consciously. Consciously, no way. That's why you'll run to God. We'll say it's the devil. We'll say it's space aliens. We'll say it's Matrix. We'll say it's everything except what it is, because we don't want to know the truth, because we're afraid. Everybody thinks you know, Kathy, right? I'm talking to her again. I tried talking to her about the COVID shit again, and I tried to have a calm conversation with her, explaining to her again of all the different weird shit that we did along the way, you know, to make it seem worse than it was. She don't get it. She don't get it. Even the numbers. I'm like, think about your numbers. Go look at them. She's telling me that the I-95 mask is working and saving people. I said, how do you figure? How do you figure? All the medical industry admits that there's no mask is going to stop the nanoparticles that are the COVID-19. So if all your science and all your medical industry that you believe in admits that, then why bother, you know, claiming otherwise? Why is everyone wearing masks, in other words? Only to scare each other. It's not stopping the spreading of the shit. It's not. It doesn't. It can't, according to your records, you know. So she got pissed and she went upstairs. She got pissed and she went upstairs. She didn't want to hear it, you know. Yeah. Yeah. And they will. The United States won't be giving anything for free. We'll be trading it for opium. We'll be trading it for marijuana, opium, and that kind of shit. Yeah, that's what we do. Cocaine plants, you know, the poppy plants. Yeah, we'll definitely. We don't give billions of dollars to Mexico for no reason. We'll get something in return. It's just that the average person's not going to get any piece of it. And same thing on the Mexico side. The average person is not going to benefit from those billions of dollars. It'll be the government, the you know, the big shots. But yeah, no, it's like that. Like with Kathy again, with talking about the COVID stuff. She just no way is she gonna believe in that stuff because her whole career, everything she ever learned in her life, the programming was too thick. If she was ever to admit any of this stuff, forget about it, you know? So when I try to talk common sense to her, I'm like, think about it. If all these other... Okay, I got no credit when the COVID came out and I said, gee, it's kind of funny because Uncle Paul, Edu Leibitz, Mary Ellen next door, all these other people, they all died of a pneumonia. Oh, no, they didn't. They died of heart attacks. I said, right, pneumonia brought on... it shuts down the kidneys and shuts down the heart. They die of a heart attack, so therefore they call it this person, that person died of a heart attack. But we know Uncle Paul went in with pneumonia. We know Edu had pneumonia for a year. That's right. And they all had these different pneumonias. So now, if there was no name for those pneumonias, which they're now all of a sudden they put the name COVID out there. Now they tell you there's 3 other strains of the COVID-19, right? Now they're telling you the variants, they're calling them. So now they tell you the variants. You never came home and said, Mike, you were right. There are 3 other fucking COVID. No, fuck no. Because you know where my mind's going to go if you say that. So you're going to right away deny it and say, no. God's in his heavens. You know, Jesus is coming again. The devil's the bad guy and human race is innocent.
Some aren't.
Everybody is.
There's some aren't.
Some aren't. Yeah, Olivia's saying some aren't. Some are not innocent, right, Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the troublemaker building. That's the troublemaker building.
You opening the door again, or I'm leaving the door?
Just leave the door open. Yeah, just ask around a couple people. Well, the guy that was parked right next to Hilliard had one of those. And if you're going over a bump while you're taking a turn, then it kind of makes a little bit of a noise like that too. So I'm saying, oh, okay, so no big deal. Now that I know, I'll look into it. You know, it's a possibility. It's a good possibility. Yeah, he is funny. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, see, for him, if he would have done that work up at my house, it would have been too far for him to keep getting rides and walking. So that's what. Yeah, that's why he likes. Well, he should at least get a bicycle for when he's running around. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a fucking character. He is a character, that's for sure. Right. They find you. What are they gonna do? That's all they can do is find you. It's pain in the balls. Your car gets towed and everything and shit like that. Yeah, but as long as you go in front of the judge and you're a good slave and the judge tells you to come in, then you're fine. If you don't show up, then they put a warrant out and then you're dealing with that. Yeah, right. But if you got nothing going on in your life anyways, and what's the big deal? So you spend a couple days in the pen and then go see the judge and tell him. What else did I learn from that meeting with him? So I learned that about the back things about the Pontiac, the front thing, and then like I said, the radiator. He wants to work out a deal with the radiator. I mean, if he wants to pay cash, that's fine. I don't care, but it's better to do a barter this way. I don't have to come up with any cash. I don't know. Yeah, if he wants to do the a barter for some weed on the truck, now's the time to get me. No. Yep. No, he could drop off the truck and take the fucking Pontiac. Take the Pontiac to work. Yeah. So, and then keep the Pontiac for a couple days or whatever until I'm done with the truck. There's no big deal. So, yeah. Yeah. Get him going. Get him fucking going. And the other one will get going once his A-frame's done. Yeah, I'm positive that the control arm is connected to the steering knuckle, and the steering knuckles, right? The steering knuckle's connected to the power steering box, and then let's start at the power steering box. Yeah. Just a word, yeah. No, he's not. He's pointing at the A-frame. He's showing me a bent A-frame, but he's saying the word control arm. He's got it mixed up. I'm telling you, I guarantee it. Yeah, and he would not listen to me to call it an A-frame. He said, "Go to the parts store." He said, "Go to the parts store. Go to the parts store and see what they tell you." And I said, "Think about the word control arm." An A-frame, it doesn't do any control. There's no control going on here with an A-frame. It goes up and down with the spring and the shock. Right. Now, a control arm would mean control your steering. That it controls something. So, in this case, it controls your steering. Put it this way, it's called a steering control arm. When you look it up online, it's going to say steering control arm. A-frame doesn't have nothing to do with your steering. So I know I'm right. About this. Yeah, if anything, I'll do you this much. A tubular A-frame. Let's put it that way. We can call it a tubular A-frame, but it's not a control arm. He's got the wrong fucking part in his mind. It does not match the part that he's pointing at, is what I'm trying to tell him. And I'm like, so, if you go to the parts store and order a control arm, they're just going to turn the computer around and show you that's not what you're looking for. So just remember, you're looking for the tubular A-frame, and it's not a part that you get from the parts store. That's a junkyard part, or order it online part. I doubt that they'll even have it at the parts store. But they might have it at the junkyard if he gets lucky. And chances are, the Ford Taurus, there's probably a fucking shitload of them in there. I wonder if that's the same Ford Taurus. Where did he buy that car from? I think that was that was Tattoo Girl's cold car, I bet you, now that I think about it. Remember it broke down that time from the fuel pump, and I went and looked at it? Yeah, it was quite a few years ago that it broke down that time. Yeah, you got me wondering about that one now. I wonder. Yeah, I bet you that was Christy's car. I'm pretty sure that was. It looks just like it now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it was probably Christy's mother. No, it's probably Christy's mother that told him. He said lady. If it was a girl. Yeah, if it was a young girl or something, then we'd think Christy. But it was probably the mother. It was probably the one selling the car for her or some shit. So what else is going on? The weather's a little cooler. Fucking thing's mint. Where'd you go driving? That's good. Yeah. Yeah, but that's good that you're trucking all the way to Holyoke and shit with it. That's good though. So you're making it a little further. Yeah. Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, the pool business fucking sucks, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. You gotta clean that fucking thing all the time, and then they don't use it. I cleaned it yesterday. We spent, what, 2 hours probably vacuuming, skimming, putting chemicals in it, backwashing the pump, turn the pump back on. You know, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got plans for that, believe me. He's going to put his goggles on. I got the vacuum worked out with a small little handle so he can go under the water with his scuba gear and vacuum. That'll get him in the pool. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were... Can you imagine growing up as a kid around this town, man? Back when we were growing up, it must have been great. You know, hanging around down this river.